Hello and welcome to Advanced MIDI Mix Control for the Receptor. In this short video, we'll go over one possible use of the global MIDI mix control settings found under the Setup tab. For this tutorial, you will need a MIDI controller with multiple sliders and/or knobs. I've prepared a large patch which contains many different sounds, some of which I might want to make louder or quieter during a set. An example might be that in my set I need to start with a piano and slowly fade in a texture and pad layer on top of it. I can do so by controlling the volume of each individual synth channel via MIDI fader or knob. To begin, click on Setup in the top left corner of the Receptor's GUI and then select MIDI Mixer Control in the drop-down menu. A new window will appear, displaying the multiple parameters available for control via MIDI. You should notice that each synth channel I have created is listed, as well as the audio channel. The MIDI Mixer Control will only display the current amount of synth and audio channels in a patch. If you require more, simply create more audio or synth channels. The assignments you make will carry over from preset to preset. To assign a controller, click the parameter you wish to control, such as volume, and move a fader or knob on your MIDI controller. The Receptor should now display the MIDI channel and CC number that corresponds to the assigned fader. If you accidentally assign the same controller to a different parameter, you can click the Unlearn button near the bottom left-hand corner of the MIDI Mix Control to remove the assignment. As you can see, I'm assigning a fader to each of the volume controls for my synth and audio channels. This way I can control the volume individually of each synth channel. That way, if I need to bring something up in the mix, I can easily control it from my MIDI controller. Now that each assignment has been made, I can go ahead and close the MIDI Mix Control window. As you can see, these volume knobs on the synth channels will move in correspondence with the volume fader knobs that I have assigned on my MIDI controller. I can control multiple ones at once, or I can move one up and down. As I said earlier in this video, you can switch presets and your assignment should carry over. You move the fader knobs just as you were in this preset, and they'll affect the same synth channels as they are in this new preset. So if I move the volume fader for synth channel 1, I can see that it moves the volume in correspondence to my fader. And the same is also true for the synth channel 2. If I move the fader that controls the volume on synth channel 2, my volume will move in correspondence with it.